Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got my best friend here and we are going to embrace her gray. So as you can see, we've done a few things over the years. That's why you see some banding. And she is a natural level 2, but she has a ton of white around her face. But today I am focusing on wanting to embrace the gray right around her face. So I'm just showing you what it looks like before. She doesn't have much gray anywhere else. It's mostly just right around her front hairline. She has a bunch of white. So I really want to lighten that and make it easier for her to grow it out and have it look nice. So there is what it looks like naturally. She's got about 3 to 4 inches of regrowth, and it's probably 80 to 90% white around her face. Now I've got lightener going, and I'm doing a heavy baby light around her face with 30 volume. Very thin baby lights. I'm doing them back to back. And that's about how grown out it is. And I'm not going to apply the lightener on her virgin hair. So where I pointed at before is where I'm going to start with the lightener. So as you can see, I'm doing extremely fine sections. I'm using Kenra lightener with 30 volume. I'm using their lavender lightener. And because I'm doing extremely fine sections, I don't have to use 40 volume. I'm just using 30, and I'm feathering it up to get as much of that artificial color lightened as I can. Excuse me. And whenever you do gray blending on a client, you definitely need to make sure it is saturated. And I'm taking out any of the little baby hairs or broken hairs. I don't want to lighten those. And I'm doing the finest baby lights I possibly can do. Saturate, saturate, saturate. The reason why you need to have it extremely saturated is because if you don't, it could dry out and it could stop lightening, or it could lighten very unevenly. I like to make sure that it all looks super even. I don't like to have any kind of lines in the lightener. And I don't push down on the foil either. I don't want to move that lightener, so I'm very gentle. I know it looks like I'm patting. I'm barely touching that foil. I don't want to crease any of the lightener. I don't want to move any of the lightener. I'm doing every 1/4 inch with a foil. Even though it's not a huge area, she does have a ton of hair, so I had to use a lot of foils. It did take me a few hours, and even though, like I said, it's just around her face, she has a ton of hair, and I wanted to get it as natural looking as possible. That's why I'm doing them so close together and so many. Side note, aren't these foils cute? They're the Fraymar Plant Mom foils. I just like them because they're green. Okay, now I'm moving to the very, very front. Now, she's pre-lightened here, so I will not lighten over that until the last, like, 20 minutes of processing. I will do the top where it's the darkest first, and then once that dark area has lightened to match her ends, then I will pull it through the ends and have it lighten together. I hope that makes sense. So I'm just putting the lightener on the darkest area first. Then you'll see here in a second, I move the tail out of the way. I will lighten that last. Because the reason why you do that is because if you pull lightener all the way through that whole strand, the blonde parts that are there will lighten faster or brighter than the dark part. That's why you do the dark hair first, and then once that has lightened enough to match that leftover blonde, then you pull it all the way through. And the reason why we're doing a gray blending is because she lives an hour and a half away from me. That's why she's not able to get her hair done every, 6, 8, 10 weeks. So I really just wanted to embrace her gray and make it really easy for her to grow out. Because, like I said, she's a very busy mom. She's very busy with her job, constantly traveling. Oh my gosh, this woman travels so much. So I just wanted to make it as easy as I can for her. This woman has so much hair. I'm telling you, she probably has enough hair for 4 people. I'm not exaggerating. She can't even wear a normal hair tie to put her hair in a ponytail. She has to use a headband to put her hair in a ponytail. No exaggeration. And all the women in her family have so much hair. So much hair. In order to color all of her dark hair, I think it would probably take me 3 to 4 tubes of color. That is a lot of color. Now I'm moving over to the front part. And again, I'm going to only lighten the dark part first, and then I will come back and drag it down over the leftover blonde so that it can all lighten evenly. And I don't like lightening any of the, flyaway hairs or the broken hairs, because if you lighten those, they can stand out, like, they would stand out more than the long hair, if that makes sense. Again, pull the blonde tail out and let that hang out until I'm ready to pull it through. She does wear her hair up a lot, so I decided to add some in the back of her hairline towards the nape. So that's what I'm doing back here. Still continuing on with the baby lights. And luckily back here I can pull it all the way down. She didn't have any blonde back here. So now I'm at the point where I can go around to the front and start checking my foils to see how they have lightened. So I'm going to start on her left side where I began foiling first because it's been on there the longest. She lifted so good. So now I can go back through and apply it all the way down. Look how light she got. And she had a permanent level 3 color on her hair before. She lightened really, really well. It's probably been on her hair for maybe 40 minutes. Now I move to the right side. It all has lightened evenly with her ends. So I'm gonna go through and pull her ends into it now. It's a really pretty, like, butterscotch color, maybe caramel. Here I am shampooing with my Viral Graphite shampoo. I use that as a pre-toner anytime I do a gray color. And look at how beautiful that came out. Absolutely stunning. I did use toner. I don't know where that video went. I must have accidentally deleted it. But I did use Guy Tang toners. I used titanium with a little bit of Eclipse. It turned out better than what I thought it was going to. It is like the most beautiful gray color. And it'll fade really pretty and it'll grow out really easy for her. And I cannot wait to go back through and darken everything else. I kind of want to do a dark purple, I don't know, or maybe a dark blue, we'll see. I mean, that is just absolutely gorgeous. A perfect, perfect gray. And the only thing she will need to do in the future as that toner fades, because all toner does fade, especially gray. Grays are not permanent toners. All toners fade a little bit. So the only thing she will need to do to keep this up at home as the gray does fade is use the Viral Graphite shampoo. You can actually apply that on dry hair to tone the hair. She comes in a couple weeks, so I can't wait to take progress photos to see what it looks like as it's faded. It is so pretty. It's so natural looking. And it matches her natural white silver gray as just perfectly. Underneath looks really good too. It is so pretty. Good Lord, I'm terrible with the camera. Sorry. Oh. Love it. Could not have came out better. She has so much hair. Oh, that gray is just stunning. Now here are her after photos. If you want, you can go to my Instagram. It is the same as my YouTube channel name. It is Hair Me Roar, R-O-H-R. And there you have it. Please make sure you subscribe and like this. Thank you.